It begins quietly, doesn't it? The feeling, not a storm, but a shift in the air, a slow, creeping dawn of unease. We are social creatures, wired for connection, for the hum of the tribe. And yet, there's this other need, a whisper in a crowded room, a pull toward the quiet sanctuary of the self. To be alone. Not lonely, not at first, but simply alone. It has such a terrible reputation, this state of being. A sign of failure, of being unwanted. We feel a hot flush of shame for it. But what if we've been telling the story all wrong? What if solitude is not an absence, but a presence? A coming to terms with the strange, beautiful architecture of our own being. You can't hear the music of your own soul if the world's orchestra is always playing. And so, we must learn the art of being alone, not as a sentence, but as a skill, a muscle. You force yourself to the gym to build your body. You must also sometimes force yourself into the quiet to build your spirit. It's there, in the stillness, that you discover what makes you irreplaceable. We are born as strange, wonderful anomalies, a unique genetic code, a fingerprint on the soul. But the world exerts a relentless pressure to conform, fit in, smooth out the edges, be like everyone else. We hear the voices of our parents, our teachers, our peers, a chorus telling us what is cool, what is acceptable, what is right. And the little voice inside, the one that knows our own true north, becomes a whisper, then a ghost, then silence. We lose the thread, we forget the wild, quirky, brilliant thing we were born to be. And then comes the envy. Oh, the envy. A nuclear bomb, as someone once said. In another time, we lived in smaller worlds. We saw only our immediate neighbors, a small circle of lives. Now we see everything. A fire hose of curated perfection. The promotions, the sun-drenched holidays, the perfect children, the flawless lives, all scrolling past in an endless, glittering parade. It is a machine designed to manufacture inadequacy, and it is brutally effective. It's a primal thing, this comparison. It's how our brains make sense of the world. This is not that. Hot is not cold. I am not you. Chimpanzees feel it. Give one a grape and not the other, and you will receive the stink eye. It's in our primate blood. But we, with our complex social worlds, have turned this simple comparative tool into a weapon against ourselves. We look at another's life and feel a pang, a sense that we are less. It's painful to admit. It feels like a small death to say, they are doing better than I am? But what if we could alchemize it? What if, instead of the corrosive acid of envy, we could turn that feeling into fuel? Emulation. Not a bitter wish for their failure, but a burning desire for our own success. To see their light, and instead of wanting to extinguish it, wanting to make our own burn just as brightly. To use that sense of inferiority not to shrink, but to grow, to work harder, to become more. There's a German word, Schadenfreude, for the ugly little pleasure we take in another's misfortune. But the philosopher Nietzsche spoke of its opposite, Mitfreude, to feel joy in another's joy. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? An act of emotional gymnastics beyond our reach. But the psychologist William James had a strategy, the as-if principle. Act as if you are happy for them. Tell yourself the story. And a strange thing happens. In the telling, it begins to become true. The feeling follows the action. And in feeling their joy, you are not diminished. You are enlarged. You feel noble. The ugliness recedes, and your own emotional world expands. Opportunities will come. They drift by like clouds in the sky, every single day. The problem is not their scarcity, but our readiness. We are not paying attention. We are looking at our phones, lost in the noise, convinced we don't deserve the chances that cross our path. A person, a connection, a moment that could lift us, and we miss it. You have to be ready. You have to be looking. In the end, it comes down to this. The world is brutal to that which is replaceable. If your job can be done by another, it will be. But the good news, the glorious, shining truth at the center of it all, is that at your core, you are utterly, entirely, miraculously irreplaceable. That strange quirk in your taste, that odd little habit, that specific way you see the world, that is not a flaw to be corrected. That is your power. That is the source code of your soul. Lean into your weirdness. It is your contribution to the culture, the single new note you can add to the symphony. To lose that is not just to risk failure, it is to lose yourself. And that is the only failure that truly matters. Have the courage to be strange. Have the courage to be alone. Have the courage to be who you are. The world is waiting for you.